birdcage. It's just like the one back in Shibuya.
Does this mean that bastard Natsume's kicking it somewhere inside?
I'd like to say we should just bust our way in, but... How does it look, Sophie?
It looks like it's still locked. We'll need someone to touch it so we can hear the voices in his heart.
Okay then. You're up, Skull.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks like it's gonna hurt, and it doesn't seem right to ask Sophie to do it.
Oh, but it's cool if I do it?
Oh, come on, Skull. You're, tough.
And he's already experienced it once before. If anything, he's the ideal candidate.
It'd just make us look like a bunch of dorks. All right, I'll do it.
I could do it if you want.
It's cool, I got it.
Thank you, Skull.
Sheesh, you'd think someone his age would have at least some talent.
Like it matters. This kid's gonna make us a fortune.
Yeah, I'm hearing voices all right.
These voices are somehow related to Natsume's emotional scars?
Most likely. We just need to listen to the conversation and figure out the source of his trauma from there.
So we're looking for something like what Shujin Academy was to Alice.
We should keep listening. There's bound to be some sort of clue here.
Sir, try to keep your voice down. He'll be back any minute.
Oh, come off it. Can you really blame me for complaining? I'm the one who has to read his crap every day.
The kid's got motivation, but that's about all he's got. Seems any talent for writing in that family died with his grandfather. Oh, excuse me. Can I get another Gatorade coffee?
Yes, sir. Just a moment.
Well, he's still our little money tree. No way in hell we're letting him go.
You're terrible, sir.
What's going on here? Ow! Damn, this shit hurts.
Thanks to that, however, we've managed to hear a good amount.
I didn't really get it, but it sounded like some kind of cafe.
Indeed. I heard one of them say Gatore Coffee.
Right, Gatori is the name of a cafe chain. But I don't think I saw any around Sendai Station.
If there aren't a lot of them, it'll make finding the right one that much easier.
Well, at the very least, we've got a lead on finding the trauma room now.
Right. Let's get out of here and find us a coffee shop.
All right, we're on the hunt for a Gatore coffee. First, let's find out how many are in the area.
Gatori Coffee. Got it. There's only one that's close to Sendai Station.
Whoa, that was fast.
It's a bit of a walk, but I'll be happy to guide you to the destination. You're amazing, Sophia. It's like you were made to be a navigator.
But being the navigator's my job.
It's simply a question of having the right person for the right job. Fear not, Futaba. There are plenty of things only you can do.
I guess that's true. Nobody else can act like a weirdo quite like you do, Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
All right. Guess we'll just head over to the cafe then, yeah?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay, I've got it.
This is it. Gatore Coffee.
I can smell the coffee. It seems to be just an ordinary cafe.
Are we sure we have the right place?
We'll just have to put in the keyword and see.
All right, let's make it happen. The trauma cell's calling our names.
Trauma cell?
It's just a name I came up with. Trauma room sounds like some kind of cheesy hospital drama.
Call it whatever you want. We gotta roll.
The key to opening that birdcage has got to be here somewhere. Do you remember the keyword?
Of course. It's Prince of Nightmares.
It's just like what happened in Shibuya. This is where Natsume's trauma comes from.
What could have happened to him, I wonder?
Shh. Someone's up ahead.
Are you sure about this? Awarding him the grand prize for that? Ongo Natsume. The kid's entered every contest, but he's never made it past the first stage. He's as stubborn as he is incompetent. What's more, his writing is so painfully generic, it only becomes more obvious when you compare it to the other candidates.
What?
That voice. Is it Natsume?
It can't be. He acknowledged my work.
It's fine. He's the great Sogo Natsume's grandson, remember? Brand recognition is a huge part of marketability. Nobody gives a rat's ass about what's beyond the cover. Though a certain someone seems to think he's actually worth a damn.
Poor kid can't even see just how hopeless he really is. Seriously, it's pathetic.
Oh, I'm trying as hard as I can.
No skin off my nose, so long as he keeps raking it in. We hit the jackpot with that one, and I plan on riding him straight to the top. And if he does by some miracle make something decent of himself, well then everyone wins, right?
These guys are the worst.
Here it comes!
Right on. A talentless hack like you was hopeless. Hopeless! Hopeless!
This is the same thing we saw in Shibuya. Careful! It's using different weapons from last time.
You can't seriously be proud of this.
You're mine.
Whoa,
Shit! Rabbit Sack is crazy fast.
On the other hand, leaves him wide open. Dodge the attack, then hit him with everything you've got.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You better think that game of the way I see it, that's all you'll ever have.
It's warping around with these sneak attacks. Is this what they call a ninja? Wicked follow-up, Sophie!
Please allow me.
You know, I said I was in this for the
Okay.
Thank you!
hell, really? This shit is torture!
He's going for a combo attack. Don't let him ram you.
Let me help!
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to curse. Bam! Silence as always, Joker. Get him. Here we go.
I might not like that Natsume. These assholes who were using me the whole time, right?
Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for him. They only chose him for who he was, not what he wrote.
Authors are just chips in a bigger game. They exist solely for us to win.
From what I can tell, Esther was a scumbag. Still on board.
That leads me to refuse to let this go on any longer.
Hot persona! Out of my way! Beautiful work, Queen! One down, more to go! Hey, the nuclear attack will really bring the damn scatter! Thank you! Here comes the book! Charge, Johanna! Hot persona!
Please allow me.
That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused.
Persona! Prepare yourself!
You're on a roll, Brock.
I suppose that'll do. Formal! Quick! It's up to you.
Yeah, let's go. Take this.
It's the Joker!
Ravage that!
It's weak to nuclear attack! Blast! Fox, you don't have much stamina left! Conserve it! Joker got in a follow-up attack! That's down! Go to town on him!
Take this!
This guy's pretty strong! Capitalize on his ice weakness!
Persona! Ravage them!
Gotta exploit
It's
those
over.
weaknesses! Simply astonishing!
Let's go! You've got a knack for stringing yourself along. Switch out!
Fast. Be careful not to get caught up in its attacks.
Okay, taking your ace attack.
I appreciate it.
Persona! Johanna! Right now! Incoming attack! Brace yourself! Fair warning! This one's gonna be rough! Get her! Take this! I'll use my persona! This should help. It's yours!
I'll do it.
Bad news, people! Sophie's knocked down!
I will have your mind.
Joker got in a follow-up attack! I can see you to go, Sophie!
I will handle this.
Let's get it done! Done, Sophie!
Command! Like this?
I will handle this.
Wicked follow-up, Sophie! It's powerful, but it's weak to plus attacks. Give up divine punishment.
Are you?
Yeah, come! You're mine.
You'll be next. Give us your chance. It's showtime. The enemy's burning up. Hit him with major nuclear attacks. Joker forgot how to use personas. Locked out of all his skills.
Ravage them! Take this!
Fair warning. This one's gonna be rough.
Showtime! Archangel! Here!
It's working. Keep it up, guys.
Even worthless trash like yours can sell. And as long as there's a buyer, I'll be there to bleed you dry.
So there's nothing if you lack the conviction to swing it.
Rolling up.
Worthless again.
One's on the way. Daddy, Sophie's knocked down.
Oh boy.
Sophie's withdrawn from battle.
Persona.
Is anybody here?
Hey, Mr. Natsume!
You did it! The warden's down for the count.
I've learned something new. Whew. Well, I guess that does it.
We can get inside the birdcage now, right? Better get going then.
Wait, but what was that we just saw? Seems Ango Natsume wasn't given that award on his own merit. Those editors just used him for his name.
So, there was a secret behind that novel after all.
But he's not a bad guy, is he? It sounded like he entered the competition a whole bunch of times.
And just when he thought his hard work was paying off, he had to hear all that. It must have been devastating.
Those editors are horrible. They knew his writing wasn't good enough, but they still gave him the prize just so they could make money.
It still doesn't justify what he's doing now.
Nevertheless, I'm beginning to understand how he feels.
Fox?
Rising to fame atop stolen ideas, pulling at people's emotions with a fabricated story. Even worse, robbing others of their free will, changing their hearts, and wallowing in his own vanity. These crimes are unforgivable. There's no denying that he's been a fool, and yet, in spite of all that, it doesn't change the fact that Natsume spent years giving it everything he had. Creative work is often a lonely endeavor, and battling against that loneliness is truly a challenge in and of itself. As if it wasn't hard enough, if you don't produce results, no one will even think twice about you. One might even begin to think that such dark and unfulfilling times are all that's in store. Had I taken one wrong step, I may very well have turned out to be just as hideous as him.
Inari.
It's thanks to your friendship that I didn't stray from the path. He, however, doesn't seem to have anyone. Natsume should know better than most that there's no meaning in superficial glory. And now he's turned his back on what he truly wants to write for the sake of spinning this infernal novel of lies. Someone needs to bring him back to his senses.
You seem pretty motivated this time around, Inari.
As one who's dedicated his life to art, I simply cannot condone his actions. Now, let us bring this to an end. We'll send the calling card, then wrest the Overlord from his throne.